Hey lovelies, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're just coming across my smiling face for the first time, you are welcome. My name is Ammy. I'm a Nigerian immigrant living in Portugal with my family. If you're interested in studying in Portugal, working in Portugal, living and raising a family in this beautiful and friendly country, then this channel is for you. Yeah, because I've got loads of content in these mentioned areas and they are literally our experiences. Yeah, so if you're interested in this kind of content, please hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you. So I've had some people asking me to make a video on how much it will cost to move to Portugal as an international student, specifically from Nigeria. Honestly, this is a difficult video to film. I've been dodging this question, but it keeps coming. Yeah, I said it is a very difficult video to film because when my husband went through this process, was in 2017. That's been a long time now. You know, a whole lot have changed. Yeah, but I took my time to do some breakdown on how much one is likely going to spend in the whole process. I also had to contact some of my subscribers who recently got their visa approved, just to know or just to have an idea of how much they spent, from transcript collection to applying for an admission, getting admission, and all that visa application thing. Yeah, so this video is a combination of people's experiences. If this is the kind of content you've been longing to watch on this channel, please keep on watching. So the first step for anyone looking forward to moving abroad is to get your passport, what we call international passport. I've got my phone here with me, so if you see me looking down, just know that I'm trying not to forget the things I have here. Yeah, so the first step is to have your passport. When I did mine, it was 5 years ago and I paid 30,000 naira. But I know someone who recently applied for hers and she paid 65,000 naira for 35 pages. Yeah, so maybe you can work around this figure if you're yet to have your international passport. The second step would be applying for a transcript. Now, this also varies from school to school, right? It depends on the university you attended and how much they charge for transcript. I know someone who went to or who attended University of Ibadan. She paid just 5,000 naira to collect her transcript. There's someone else I know from Unizik also paid 11,000 naira. Then another person from another university paid 20,000 naira, then another person 25,000 naira. So it all depends on the university you attended and how much they charge for transcript collection. But I would suggest maybe you budget up to 25,000-30,000 naira for your transcript, depending on the university you went to. So once your transcript and your passport are ready, you can go ahead to apply to any university of your choice in Portugal with your other credentials. I have a video on the documents required when applying to a school in Portugal. I'll be leaving the link up in the card here so you can go through it if you haven't seen it. However, applying to a university in Portugal would require an application fee, which is also affordable, not that expensive. On the average, is between 50 to 150 euros, depending on the university you went for or you're applying to. So let's assume you've applied to a school and you got admission, right? The next step is to pay for your registration fee in order to secure your admission. And on the average is between 50 to 200 euros. This also depends on the university you apply to. After this, the next step should be payment of your tuition, the first installment, which is 10% of your tuition per year. For instance, if your tuition is 2,500 euros per year, the 10% of 2,500 euros should be 250 euros. This should be your first installment. Before I continue, I would like to talk about payment of tuition. The first installment you make before going to the embassy. There was a situation with one of my subscribers who recently got denied of a visa. From my husband's and my analysis, we think he got denied because after making the first installment of his tuition, he didn't attach the receipt to the registration document before going to the embassy. And you guys should understand that the embassy and the university you apply to, they are two different bodies. There's no connection between them. So if you make any payment in your school, kindly attach the receipt to the registration document before sending them to the embassy. Of course, I know the embassy understands those students get hold of that registration document, without making that payment, but they just want to see that receipt. So if you forget to attach your receipt to the registration document, believe me, it could cause them not to give you a visa. And I believe this was exactly what happened to the guy, that he was denied a visa. So I decided to share this so you don't make this kind of mistake. Okay, all right. So after everything has been done, the next step is to apply for your police report, which can be applied in any city of your residence. But if you live in Lagos, I would advise you go to the CID headquarters, go there and apply for this document if you live in Lagos, because it will be very affordable for you. I have someone who went there and applied and paid just 5,000 naira for it. Meanwhile, some people I've been speaking with have been spending like 20,000, 25,000 naira. Yeah, so of course everybody cannot live in Lagos. Yeah, so but if you live in another city, just budget like 25,000 naira so you can get this document. So after you've gotten all these documents, right, you take them to the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Foreign Affairs to authenticate some of these documents. I have a video on that. I'll be leaving the link up here as well, so you'll be able to know the documents that you need to authenticate during this process. In Ministry of Education, someone told me they charge per page. So I think she paid about 3,000 naira for 5 documents, while at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, she paid 1,000 naira. But also know that these prices varies. In Nigeria, there's no fixed price for anything. You can go there tomorrow and they will tell you this, these prices have changed. So you just have to keep this at the back of your mind. Yeah, so after you've done the authentication with your other documents, you take them to the embassy to apply for your visa. I'm also going to be stressing something very important here. How your documents are being moved from the embassy to NUC back to your university. Why I'm going to be saying this? Because I've seen so many people come to my Instagram page and they complain about, how they've applied for a visa and it's taken more than 3 months. They've not gotten any feedback. So this is how it works, right? When you take your documents to the embassy, when you apply for a visa there, they immediately take your document to NUC. Then NUC will forward your document back to your school. So your duty here is for you to chase your school, mostly at the exams and records, just to know when your documents are already with them, so you can chase them and find out if you have to make any payment. This happened to one of my subscribers who will be coming in very soon. She has lost first semester just because her school got her document from NUC and they didn't call her. She didn't know that she needed to pay some money, I think about 11,000 naira. And the school never said anything. They never contacted her and they left her document lying somewhere around the school for months. And she thought, this delay was coming from the embassy, not knowing that it was from her school. So this is just to, to warn you guys, so that when you submit your document at the embassy, immediately start chasing your school to know if your documents have arrived in your school, so that if you have to pay any, make any payment, you quickly make the payment so that they can attend to your document, do the verification, and send them back to NUC, so that NUC can as well do their own verification and send them back to the embassy. Else, you'll be there waiting for your document, and embassy will not say anything, and you'll be there 3 months, 4 months, you won't get any feedback. Yeah, so I just decided to share this with you guys. Please keep this in mind, okay? So after the verification of your documents are successfully done, the embassy would invite you for the second visit. Please keep in mind that when you get this invitation from the embassy for the second visit, right, you would have to make some payment. Yes, this has to do with the translation of your police report from English language to Portuguese language, and you would have to pay for it. I've spoken to about 3 or 4 people, and I understood they all pay different fees. So what I got from all this is that, it depends on the exchange rate the day the embassy will be inviting you for that second visit. If the exchange rate is high, you're likely going to pay, something a bit high. Yeah, the first person I spoke with paid 52,000 naira recently. Then the second person told me she paid, I think, 54, then 56, then 47. So it all depends on what the exchange rate is going to be the day you'll be invited. I would also like to say that your police report expires after 3 months. So after the second visit, if you're waiting to get a feedback from the embassy and 3 months elapses, please keep in mind that when they invite you again for collection of your passport, please know that you would have to go with another police report. Yes, and you would have to make another payment, but trust me, it's going to be heavily subsidized for you. Definitely, it's not going to be like, the 52 or 54,000 naira that you paid the first time. It will be subsidized for you. This is just to bring this to your notice. So after this, the next thing is for you to book your flight and move to Portugal. I have someone who recently booked hers, and she paid about 700,000 naira. But yeah, it's expensive because she booked a flight within 1 week. So this is why you need to apply for your admission on time, go for your visa processing, chase your school so that they can quickly get back your document to NUC, then back to the embassy, so that you'll be able to, have enough time to plan yourself, book your time, book your flight, and be in Portugal. Please guys, I would like to stress this one more time on this channel. The self-appointment date that will be issued to you on your visa, please endeavor to be in Portugal before that date expires. Else it will be very difficult for you to get another date, and you wouldn't know when, because the queue in Portugal is too much. Please endeavor to be in Portugal before that date expires. Yeah, so these are people's experiences on how much they spend. I just decided to come here and share with you guys. I know these figures might be kind of expensive for some people. Why to some people it's not expensive, because we know how much studying abroad actually costs. This is just to let you guys in the know of all this. You can do the calculation by yourself to get the total amount of how much you're likely going to spend. You're likely going to spend more or less. Yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I hope you find it useful. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. When you give a video a thumbs up, especially my video, when you give my video a thumbs up, right, it gives this signal to YouTube that you guys are actually enjoying that video, and it will make YouTube to suggest it to other people. So please endeavor to give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, kindly hit the subscribe button to become part of this beautiful family. Thank you so much guys for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.